Hey, sipping on gin and juice. Who's with us tonight? Who is joining Tracy Z and I for some protection from this summer lovin'? Say hi if you are here. Hey. And make sure you tell us who your consultant is while we jam out to Katy Perry. Once you party with Tracy and I, you'll be falling in love. Whoa. All right. So it is time for us to talk about summer lovin', and I see the count going up. So if you are on, say hi. I know that if you are on YouTube, if you don't have an account, that's okay if you can't comment. This is how you'll be entered to win prizes. All you have to do is, if you can comment, comment. If you can't, just tell your beauty consultant that you joined us and you watched, okay? Because at the end of every live stream, I do a prize giveaway. So the consultants reach out to me and tell me who joined us. So I'm going to peek onto my Facebook page here and make sure that we have a beautiful live stream going. Usually I call on my daughter Addie to do that for me, but she is out of town. So again, if you're just jumping on, say hi and tell us who your consultant is. Let me see if we are live in our group, in my group. And we are. We are good and we are live. So we're going to go ahead and get started because we have great information to share with you. And here's the deal. If you're watching us live, super, we're excited about that. We want to see your comments. We want to hear from you. But if you are not watching us live and you're catching this replay, just comment #replay and then make sure that you tell your beauty consultant that you watched, because that is how you will be entered to win prizes. Tracy, do you like prizes?
Oh, I love prizes.
I know you love prizes. That's why I told you you're also an I personality. So that was a little sidebar conversation that Tracy Z and I had today. So I am Executive Senior Sales Director Jen Albertini, coming to you live from Cranberry Township, about 20 miles north of Pittsburgh. And who's my co-host tonight?
Tracy Z.
And where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Schuylkill County.
Schuylkill County. And are you in your bathroom right now or in your bedroom?
Hiding in a little corner of my room.
So Tracy has twins, so she legitimately is hiding because they would want to be having some camera time as well, which I wouldn't care at all. So we are excited to bring to you live some information about protecting your skin during summer. So we are doing a summer lovin' mini sesh all of July. So last week we had some product information. Tonight we're bringing you some protection, sun protection, and just protection in general. And then the next 2 weeks we will cover more summer specific topics. So make sure to join us here and reach out to your beauty consultant to make sure that you get the link so that you can watch us through YouTube. Okay? So we kind of have a random order of things tonight that we're going to talk about, but I think it always makes sense to talk about the base first. So many of you might already be Mary Kay customers, and we're very grateful for that. So you're already using one of our skincare lines. You may be using our Repair line, our Time-Wise 3D line, Time-Wise 3D line, our Botanicals line, our Naturally line, our Clear Proof line. Did I hit them all?
Men's
line. And in your particular line, there may be a moisturizer option that has an SPF. Not all lines do, but that's okay. We got your back. But Tracy, if somebody was going to use one of our specific sets that had a moisturizer with an SPF, what would their choices be?
Definitely the 3D.
Yep.
Or the Volufirm.
Yep, absolutely. So what do they look like? Okay, so you can see the ones that Tracy uses because her tube is a little bit squeezed. But the great thing about being a consultant is she can go right to her shelf and pull herself a new one anytime because she carries inventory as a beauty consultant. So Tracy is showing you that with our Time-Wise 3D, it comes in a tube, so portable, so easy to use. It does come in SPF or non-SPF, depending on your skin comfortability. And then the other thing she showed you, that kind of funky, almost like futuristic looking jar, That is our Repair Line Day Cream,
Yay.
which also has an SPF, which beauty consultants love because it does keep our skin firmer. It does keep us looking. So I don't know, this grandma doesn't look too bad, right?
Look
Oh,
beautiful.
so for being a grandma, I'm very, very faithful to my products, and that product is a huge part of my daily routine. So the men's line also has an SPF, and then some of our other lines that either don't offer an SPF moisturizer, or if you choose not to use the SPF moisturizer, in the case of the 3D, we want to tell you that we still have you. We still got you covered. And that would be by using our foundation primer with a sunscreen SPF 15. So, little story about Jen Albertini. I actually can't use daily SPF. Did you know that about me, Trace?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So, if I use either the repair cream or the SPF in the Time Wise every day, after about 4 or 5 days, I get like a texture to my skin and it almost is a little bit itchy. So, for some reason, as I've aged, my skin has developed a little bit more of a sensitivity. So, on the days when I'm not specifically going to be going out, but maybe I'm still going to be driving somewhere or maybe just running out with my dog, we got a puppy. Did you see my puppy, Tracy?
Oh, he's adorable.
Oh, he's so cute. I know. So sometimes I have to take him out to do his little business. We all know how that is. So I still need to have some type of protection. That's where this foundation primer comes in, this SPF 15. So you see, it's almost like a gel silicone base, if you will. It's not quite clear. It's like a little bit of like a milky color, but when you rub it in, it completely disappears. And a couple great things about a foundation primer, I love it. I love the smell of it, first of all. But it is so lightweight, you do not feel it on your skin. So you want to hear another thing I do with this product? When we go to the beach, I take this product and I put it in my part because I get sunburned there.
Yeah.
And I put it in my hairline because I don't want to put like a greasy or like a heavier sunscreen. And I'm not going to get my hair wet. So you're not going to like see my whole scalp. But with blonde hair, especially, you can see my scalp. So I just kind of paint this in there and then I rub it in like this so it protects my scalp. Isn't that powerful? So it's really invisible like that, but it is enough coverage with an SPF 15 that you're going to get some protection, throughout the day. So Kathy Carter's saying, hey, so she's watching on Facebook, so that's awesome. And I know we have some YouTube watchers as well. Okay, so what about foundation primer, Trace? Do you love it?
I love it.
So tell me what you love about it.
So I never really used primer before Mary Kay.
Okay.
And I find that my foundation really stays more vibrant. I don't know how to explain that, and I really love just that it kind of fills in the divots or imperfections in my skin. So when I put the foundation on it looks more flawless. I really like it.
So I love that I heard a makeup artist one time say it's like if you're going to paint a barn in the middle of a field. The one you don't prime, you're going to paint, and the sun and the irritants and just the environment is going to wear at it, and it's going to look weathered so much faster than the barn that you prime and then add the paint to it. So you're exactly right. This does have that ability to smooth out the texture of our skin, and it just makes our foundation kind of rest on the skin so we get a better coverage. So partnered with this product is another really top seller and a really big favorite of people, and that is our CC cream. So CC cream is like our version of a tinted moisturizer. So it's very, very lightweight. It gives sheer to minimal coverage. But when you partner it with the foundation primer, you do get a little bit more coverage. So you rub that in and a little bit goes a long way. You saw that little dot that I did. And this is a darker color than I would use, so you can kind of see the difference. But when you look at it, you can see how smooth that looks. I mean, look at the texture, right? It looks so incredibly smooth over top of the foundation primer. And again, the primer rests on the skin, and then this kind of just floats on top of it. So you get a really good coverage. And the same thing with our CC cream is it also has an SPF 15. So how you determine SPF is, it doesn't mean that each thing you put on, you keep adding it up. So now all of a sudden I'd have a 30 on. It just means that the highest number you put on is your coverage. So I would have a 15 coverage even with wearing these two, but there's also a physical barrier. So adding that next step also adds a physical protection from the sun and from the environment. Would you agree with that, Trace?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So if you need an SPF product, I want you to drop a sun emoji into our comments. And if you are watching this as a replay, please, please text your beauty consultant a sunshine and tell her that you need an SPF product. I did a little poll in one of my groups and I said, who's still going away this year? And people are going away. People are going on lake trips. People are going on outside expeditions. Are you going anywhere, Trace?
No, but we have goals, so.
Okay, and you just got back from somewhere, right?
Yeah, Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, yes, yes, yes. So, and we're going to the beach. We're going to Ocean City, Maryland. So definitely people are still going away, and it's still going to be really important to be concentrating on making sure that you are protected. And maybe this year, even a little bit more than other years. You know, I was thinking to myself, by the time people go on vacation in July, in August, usually they've had some sun exposure, April, May, June, right? They've kind of had that little warming up sensation. And really, like I know my poor little, very fair skin, first time I'm going to see daylight, I'm like a vampire. You know, I don't see daylight often. So going to the beach, I'm going to need to be particularly conscious of that. So with that being said, what are some other ways that we can protect ourselves from the sun? So post some comments of some ways you think you can protect yourself from the sun other than just SPF products. We're going to give you a couple minutes to think, couple seconds to think about that. Then I have some really powerful information to share with you. So what are some other ways that you can protect yourself from sun other than a physical sunscreen option? Who's going to comment? And it's tricky because I see that we have viewers, but I'm not sure what they're viewing us on. So that's okay. So we're going to share a little bit with you. So one way that I know, and believe it or not, because I know a lot of people laugh about me, I'm not really the kind that likes to put things on my head. Okay. We've had contests where we've earned hats, really cute hats for Mary Kay, and I just carry mine around because I don't like to muss my hair. So, but I will tell you, guess what? At the beach, I wear a hat. I wear a hat. Actually, I think, hold on, hold the hook. So when I earned my trip from Mary Kay, I earned a cruise for Mary Kay, an all expense paid cruise for Mary Kay last year. Went last October. And here's me in a hat. That's,
Okay.
that's my friend Bridget, Pink Cadillac Director Bridget, and there's me in a hat. See? I wear a hat at the beach because even more important to me than messing up my hair is not getting wrinkles on my skin. So honestly, I will put a hat on so that I can avoid wrinkling of my face. Kathy said, stay in the shade or inside with a winky face. I love it. Yes, 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 absolutely. And shade is important. We also do rent umbrellas at the beach as well. So what else, Tracy? How else can we protect our skin other than physical SPF? Sunglasses, absolutely. People don't think about that. And another thing about sunglasses is not only is it the physical protection, but it saves you from doing this in the sun. Because you know what this hat causes? Wrinkles, right? Wrinkles when you do like this, right? Absolutely. Kathy just said, I never saw you in a hat.
I didn't either.
Surprise. I'm full of surprises, people. Full of surprises. Okay, so what else? Let's see. A hat, sunglasses, stay in the shade. What else could we do? Can you think of anything else? I mean, one thing, and this isn't really as obvious, but I know this is something we try to do as well, is avoid the highest level of sun exposure. So around like 11 o'clock sometimes we'll go back to our condo and eat lunch and kind of hang out and then maybe go out again after 2. So just kind of avoiding those, you know, extra times. So I'm going to read some numbers, really interesting numbers that actually come with our Mary Kay Miracle set. It's a little guide about skincare. And I want to read some numbers to you guys because I think these are really important when we're talking about protecting our skin. So do you realize that only 20% of visible aging comes from the natural aging process? So whether it's your genetics, whether it's, you know, again, just chronologically getting older every year, only 20% is responsible. The other 80% of premature skin aging comes from pollution, wash your face, wash your face, wash your face, lifestyle, poor choices, drink more water, right? And UV exposure. UV exposure. So when we talk about this, right now we're talking a little bit about the face, but we're going to transition now to the body because guess what? You need to protect everything, right? So Mary Kay does have an SPF 50 sunblock, and it protects from UVA and UVB rays, and it's been approved by the Skin Cancer Foundation for an active lifestyle. So if you're a runner, even if you're a swimmer, you will need, when you towel off, you'll want to reapply the product, or if you sweat a lot, you want to reapply the product. But it has been approved to protect you even with having an active lifestyle in the summer. So Tracy, do you use this for your kids?
Yes.
So
Yes.
is there a little hack going around about applying sunscreen to kids? Tell me about it.
So I use the blending sponge I don't use the same one I use for my makeup, but
Sure.
I, and they allow me to touch their face now and so
Yay.
usually they hate it and they don't want
Okay.
me, touching them. I mean, they can put it on themselves, but I do it for them usually just to get it done. And
Okay.
when I use this, they think it's fun and
Right.
they like it. So that's how I've been doing it with the blending sponge, and it's perfect. So
Okay. All right. So
yeah.
do you put this product on their face?
Yes, I do.
And do
Hmm.
they ever complain about it? Tell me about how they receive it.
Never. Neither of them said that it burns or stings or hurts or anything. The only
Right.
thing that I think that, if it runs in their eyes, maybe it
Sure.
might, but they've never
Sure.
complained about that.
Sure.
So I
So
put it on.
you
I
just kind
put
of
it on.
keep it above their eyebrows and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And they've had no problems. And it's Hannah, especially, her face gets burned rather quickly because she's really light.
She is.
So we keep it on her nose, especially, and under her eyes more than
Okay.
we will. But yeah, they've never had issues. So I love it.
Good. 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 Do you happen to have a lip protector handy?
Yeah.
Okay, so show that because I
Okay.
don't, because I gave these as prizes to some of my girls that registered for seminar.
Oh,
So yeah, so it was a little bit tricky, but open that tube up and show everybody. Because here's what I love about this. When you mentioned a nose, is even though this is called a lip protector, with some little kids, I've used it before as like a stick. So when my kids were little, I would paint it on
that's
their
so
nose.
cute.
My Braden, for some reason, always would sunburn right here. And I don't
That's
know if it was, does Hannah the same? I don't know if it
yes.
was just fleshy right here, or maybe he wiped it more often or something. So I would take that stick and just really paint it in that area, and you could touch up with it throughout the day a lot easier.
So
So that
much easier.
might be something worth trying, but that is amazing for the
Love.
lips as well, right?
I
Right.
love it.
Yeah. So definitely something to think about. So we have the face covered, we have the body covered. So let's worry about, oh my gosh, you stayed out a little bit too long, you didn't wear your hat, you didn't stay inside like Kathy Carter told you, and you come in and you got a little bit of a burn. Well, guess what? We got you covered there too. So
Hmm.
limited edition, we have an after sun soothing replenishing gel. And the after sun gel, even through the tube, is cool to the touch and it takes that instant sting away. So have you ever had to use this for sunburn, Trace?
Yes. On Brown.
And Brian, oh no, oh no. So not one of the twins. Hannah
He
and
doesn't.
Hunter are the twins. Brian is the dad, right?
He's
Okay.
he's a swimmer and he doesn't like to reapply.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I get that. I get that. So interestingly enough, even though this product is called After Sun Replenishing Gel, it does take the sting out of any burns. So let me tell you a little story. A couple days ago, not last night, the night before. Well, my grandson's here for the week. My oldest grandson came back for the week. So he is attached to my son, Gavin. So not last night, but the night before, they had a fire going. outside, and they were making s'mores. Well, Jace was holding the marshmallow thing, and when he went to slide the marshmallow on, his finger slipped and the prong was still hot, and he burned right here.
Oh.
And he came in, and he's such a tough kid. He's like this little man's man, and he had a little tear, and he said, Grandma, I got burnt. And we put it under cold water, and I said, wait, I think I have something. And do you know, I pulled this out. I liberally applied it. Like he had a heavy amount. I put his fingers together and I bandaged them. The sting was gone, instantly gone. So I know people that have burnt themselves with curling irons or straightening irons, cooking, anything, but also keep this around for campfires, for making s'mores. It's great for taking the itch out of mosquito bites, the sting out of bee stings. If you do not have this product, I want to tell you, it is a very high demand and low quantity right now. So you're going to want to reach out to your beauty consultant and get yourself some. If you do not have a stash for the rest of the summer, I highly recommend it. So I just sent 2 of these out today, actually, in the mail. Okay, so let's talk a little bit now about having the image of sun-kissed. Okay, so let's say that I'm eventually going to be exposed to sun, and I don't want to be quite this fair whenever I let my poor legs show or, anything else. So what does Mary Kay have that might help with a little bit of a sun-kissed look?
Our subtle tanner.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Do you have it there?
Yes.
Okay. So what I love about this product, first of all, there are 2 of them. I've pulled 2 of them in the last probably month, and I couldn't find either one. Well, I figured out why. One was in my daughter's room, and one my son's girlfriend had borrowed. None left for Jen Albertini, but luckily I have a stash over there. I have like 10 tubes. So what do you love about this, Tracy?
I love that it doesn't smell like the normal ones do, the funky, I don't know how to explain it.
I think they always smell like metal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just creepy. And
Yes.
that really sits on you. You can
Yes.
really smell it for a while.
Yes.
I like that I mean, what I do is, here's a hack.
Okay.
I use it even in the winter because I want to keep that like glow. But
Okay.
if I didn't use it for a while and it's the winter time, I will take, to get it started, I'll put some of the CC cream with it.
Yes.
So that I have like a little bit of a tan look to it, so
Yes.
that I don't have to wait for it to work right away. But I love how subtle it is, and it doesn't like streak and get on stuff or anything.
Nope. Doesn't streak. It smells good. And I agree with you. You can add it with a little bit. So see how the CC cream, the shade is just a little bit darker for me. So if I added that with a lotion component, and guess what? You can almost use it also as leg makeup. So you can kind of use it, the CC cream mixed with the subtle tan or mixed with our toning lotion. You can rub that all over your legs and then set it with the setting spray. And guess what? It's going to go all day. It's like a leg makeup. So you don't feel like you're having these white legs exposed, but of course it's too hot and we don't really want to wear hosiery. So that is a great hack, and it's a great hack all year long. So even if you aren't fully exposed,
and you can use it
on your face. And it even says that on the back that you can use it on your face. Absolutely. So the last 2 products we want to talk about are the ones that are actually going to set your makeup. And that would be this setting spray, which is a mist. I don't know if you're going to be able to catch it in the camera. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, yeah, you can see it there.
Yep.
See that color? So it's a little bit of a mist. But as soon as you put it on in a plus and an X on your face. And it does say the directions are on the back, so don't worry. But when you do that and it dries after about 10 or 15 seconds, your makeup isn't going anywhere. You're not going to sweat it off. You're not going to rub it off. Honestly, this is the funny thing. I've even been thrown into pools at pool parties being dared that my makeup would come off, and it doesn't. It stays on. Yeah, that happened to me not too long ago in Shenandoah, actually. So it is absolutely a must-have for summer. And then what's the other must-have, Trace? And I think you're going to do a little demo for us.
Oh, the translucent powder.
Yes.
Yay.
So show us.
What I do is, and this is my personal, so it's kind of messy. Put it in the lid.
Okay.
So shake a little in the lid.
Yep.
And then what I do is I take my big fluffy brush and I just swirl it and I tap it. And I just put it on my face, like all over.
Yeah. I love it.
And I
Yep.
love how light it is. Like it's not, I don't know, I can't. I have used other ones before. Mary Kay was my best friend.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know, you could even see it sitting on my skin almost. I
Okay.
have that kind of skin that, especially something white would scare me
Okay.
because I was really dry, I think. And when
Okay.
I put it on my others on my skin, I would feel like I could see it. Like it was
Okay.
just, and I could see, but this is so translucent. And it looks just fresh. And
It
I
does.
can't see.
Yeah, it really does. And it also has like light reflectors in it. So it does help. So those of us who are sitting on a lot of Zooms or sitting on, video conferencing, our selfies that we have to take and post, but it really does help with that little bit of light reflection. And like Tracy said, even though it appears white in the jar, it actually goes on, for lack of a better word, clear, right? It just
Yes.
kind of takes the color of your skin. So we've used it on women who are a very ivory, very light skin tone, all the way up to darker ebony skin tone. And everybody can use this because it's just made to set your makeup. It's a final step in putting your face on for the summer day, actually all year long, but particularly for summer. So, little quick recap. We talked a little bit about some daily moisturizers that are going to help with SPF. We talked about a primer that's going to help with setting your makeup and having an SPF. Adding a CC cream, a really lightweight foundation for all summer long. We talked about taking care of your body with SPF products. We talked about, if you accidentally forget, we have you covered so that can be pain-free for the rest of your vacation. We talked about adding some color and glow from head to toe, literally, with our subtle tanning cream that smells amazing. And then we talked about set it and forget it with the setting spray and the translucent powder. So we hope you had fun. We hope you learned a little bit from us. We hope you feel more confidently protected. Get your big hat on. Here's proof again that Jen Albertini does wear a hat in the sun. And put your sunglasses on, turn up the music, enjoy this summer. I know it's a unique summer. I know it might be non-traditional for a lot of us. You know what? We're going to make the best of it. And in all the places that we bring you Mary Kay, whether it's our private groups, whether it's through texting, whether it's through events that we invite you to, we just want you to know that our goal is to be a positive distraction and to spread joy and information. So thank you for joining us. And if what we did looks fun and you say to yourself, I could see myself considering saving money on my own Mary Kay products, or heck, I could sell Mary Kay to my friends and family and coworkers. Or you know what? I want to earn one of those new free cars that I saw the company posting about. What kind of truck is it?
A pickup. Oh, Chevy.
Chevy something. Extended cab something. We don't know. There's a Traverse. There's an Equinox. There's a Camaro. I forgot about the Camaro. There is what's the first car? Malibu. Chevy Malibu. And of course, there's a pink Cadillac, which is what you might see me driving as I drive by. And if this is a business that you've ever thought of, right now you can get started for $30. $30 gets you your own consulting website and access to credit cards immediately. Immediately for $30 invested. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, Colorado. Kathy's right. It's a Chevy Colorado. So for $30, if you've been thinking to yourself, those Mary Kay girls have a little bit too much fun, we would love, love, love to tell you more about what we do. So this is what's going to happen. You're either going to end this live stream or end watching this replay, and you're going to place an order with your beauty consultant because we showed you something you absolutely must have. Don't forget to send her that sunshine if you need more information about SPF. Or you're going to get off of this stream and you're going to say, $30? I've accidentally spent $30 at Target, Amazon, Walmart, all these places. I would love to, on purpose, spend $30 and see what Mary Kay can do for me. Or you're going to go to bed tonight and there's a chance you will count pink sheep. And pink sheep will jump through your dreams tonight. And if you see pink dreams, that simply means you need to reach out to your beauty consultant just to ask a little bit more information. No pressure ever. We appreciate you. We're grateful for you. We're here for positive distraction, and we appreciate you joining us for these 30 minutes tonight. Bye-bye.